Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am in front of you with an interesting video as to how to find out the meanings of the words without using dictionary. Obviously, this will be an interesting idea because in your examination you are not allowed to use dictionaries. So how can you find out the meanings of the words? So let me tell you that the concept of prefixes and suffixes, which I shared with you in my previous videos, briefly I can tell you that prefixes are those letters which are used at the start of the words, and suffixes are those letters which are used at the end of the words, and the purpose is to change the meaning and the form and the purpose of those words. Now, with the help of these two concepts, we will be finding out the meanings of the words as they are used in our examination. So let's look at the examples of a few words which will be extremely interesting and beneficial for you. Keeping this formula in your mind, you can find out the meanings of the words in your exams, and this will be of extreme help to you. The first word which I have presented before you is indistinguishable, and you would have seen that I have given three different colors to this word. Why? Because the yellow color represents the root word and the green color represents the prefix. The hazel green color represents the suffix. So, my dear students, with the help of these three different colors, I have tried to highlight the concept of prefixes, suffixes, and root words. Now, for example, if we know the meaning of the word distinguish, we can find out the meaning of this word with accuracy. Distinguish means to make a difference between different things. And the prefix in, as we have already learned, does perform the role of changing the meaning of the word into opposite. For example, if your work was complete and if you added the prefix in, then the work became incomplete. So in the same way, the prefix in has changed the meaning of the word distinguish, indistinguish, and at the same time the suffix able helps us recognize the meaning of this word, that this is something that cannot be distinguished. Now, the mistake in this meaning is that I'm using the root word in my answer. So, what should I try to achieve in order to gain perfection? That I will skip the root word and I will use synonym of the root word as well. So, I will say that something that indistinguishable means something that cannot be differentiated, something that cannot make a difference. Indistinguishable, something that cannot be differentiated. That would be the meaning of this word. Now let's look at the second example. The word is incomprehensible. The same formula, green color represents the prefix. The hazel green color or the blue color, you can say, represents the suffix, whereas the yellow color represents the root word. So comprehension or comprehensible, you can say, the comprehend is the root word, to comprehend something. So something which is comprehensible, meaning it makes sense to you. Whereas the prefix in changes the meaning of the word into complete opposite, and it tells us that it is something that does not make sense. So the answers of this student were incomprehensible, meaning they were beyond understanding, they were not clear, they did not make sense. So the third example, my dear students, which I have shared before you, is the word unachievable. The root word is achieve. The prefix un makes it opposite, and able suffix makes it adjective. The word and how we would find out the meaning of this word is unachievable, meaning something that cannot be attained, something that cannot be got, or something that we cannot obtain or get hold of. So we will not use the root word when we are finding out the meaning of the word, but with the help of prefix and suffix, we can find out the meaning of the word with accuracy. I hope this is clear. The next example that we have with us is Disadvantageous. You might say that I have used simple words for examples. My dear students, the technique that the teachers always use and should use is that they should use simple examples and simple concepts and simple words in examples. Then, when the concept is clear, you will be able to understand even the difficult words. So, at the beginning, we always use simple examples. The root word is advantage. We all know the meaning of the word advantage means benefit. Advantageous meaning something which is beneficial, adjective. And dis, prefix dis makes it opposite, because dis is a prefix which changes the meaning of the word into opposite. We already know. How do we know? Because honest, dishonest. It's a prefix that changes the meaning of the word into complete opposite. So disadvantageous, not having any benefit, totally useless or waste. The next example, my dear students, is the word illogical. The root word is in yellow color. The prefix is in green color, ill, and al is the suffix. So logic, we all know meaning having sense. Logic means having some, you can say, thematic reason to verify your point of view. And the prefix ill makes it opposite. Illogical means baseless, having no perception, having no basic sense or reason. No reasoning is there in illogical arguments. So we were able to find out the meaning of this word as well. The next example is inapprehensive. So the word apprehension, you would have heard it. Apprehension meaning fear. If inapprehensive means something that does not arouse fear, that does not create fear, because the prefix in has changed the meaning of the word into opposite. So, my dear students, these were the 6 examples which I have shared with you in order to clarify the concept of root word, prefix, and suffix. If you will be able to work upon this concept during your summers while reading the inserts, believe me, not only your vocabulary will improve, your spellings will also improve, because you will not be repeating the wrong synonyms or wrong words or wrong letters, because this will improve your concept of prefix and suffix. So please keep revising it, and more examples and more videos will be shared on this topic. I will be sharing the list of prefixes and how we can make several words with this formula. So stay tuned and stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.